This is Inside the Film Room, powered by Echo Power Engineering.
Now joining me, Akeem Davis, defensive backs coach for Austin Peay. Coach, a huge win, 30-20 over Chattanooga this past Thursday. Can you just kind of give me a recap and just your thoughts on the overall defense?
Absolutely, Jeff. I thought our guys that came out, first of all, they played inspired. I thought they came out and they actually wanted to get out there and was chomping at the bit to get after a different team. They came out and they executed the game plan in which we was trying to get done. And it was fun just to see those guys running around with smiles on their faces, flying around, having fun playing the game of football, in which we all love.
Looking at Cordell Jackson and Kobe Perry, both having a large amount of tackles on the night, both of which picked up sacks for themselves. Can you touch on their chemistry on the field and how beneficial it is to the whole defense?
Well, first and foremost, those two guys, Cordell Jackson and both Kobe, they're great human beings. You can walk in the room and absolutely not know they play football, but you will get along with those guys because they're that type of people. Great teammates, they're glue guys on this defense, guys who want to be around them, guys who want to play with those guys, and just that's a direct correlation to how they play together on the field and the chemistry that they have. I mean, they're going to leave it all out there. They're going to come, they're going to study the game plan a little extra, a little longer, and put us, the defense, in a position to be successful in terms of creating sacks and being active and creating havoc for the offensive side of the ball. And I'm glad those two young men are on my team.
Absolutely. Another member of your team that had an outstanding night, John Edwards, gets 2 interceptions on Thursday. Can you tell me about how big of a motivation that was for Thursday night's game?
Oh, John, that doesn't surprise me. One thing about John Edwards is he's come in and he's bought into what we're trying to do and how we're trying to do it. And he's a leader. He's taken that defense and really led in regards of weight room, getting the young men together, doing extra film study, just out there during workouts. And I think those interceptions were made during the summertime and during fall camp, and it was just a byproduct. It just happened to come to fruition on Thursday night.
Now, Coach, I'm one of those people that does believe in the defense wins championship
Ain't no doubt, Jeff.
mentality.
Yes.
Can you tell me, how do you carry this success from Thursday coming up against Ole Miss, but I mean throughout the whole entire season?
Well, it's the process. And I know that's a word that gets thrown around all the time, but the process in which you do things allows you to sustain success for a long period of time. And I think Coach Walden has done a great job of implementing a system and a culture and a process that allows us to come in, week out throughout the monotony of the grind and get better in terms of, fine-tuning our technique, flying around, having fun, playing football, and just doing it for our brothers. When you come in, week out, you got to have a why. And I think our why is we want to see each other do extremely well.
Coach, one thing about Thursday was you actually made school history. It's the first time Austin Peay was able to take down Chattanooga after going 0-6 since 1958. Can you touch on what that means for you as a coach and what that means for these guys?
It really means a lot. We that's not something we focused on during the week or we ever talked about. We actually hit on it in our player-led meeting on Friday night at the hotel. It was really the first time I kind of told the guys that because I didn't want them thinking about that because I think you start to play too emotional, think too emotional. So Friday night, we talked about that, and I think our guys took a lot of pride in that because we want to be known as the top team in the state of Tennessee. I mean, that's our goal. We want people when, they think of, hey, the top teams in the state of Tennessee, I want them to think of the Austin Peay State Governors. You know what I mean? I want them to want to come to Forterra Stadium, come to our games and see the show and see the great players we have, the great young men we have in our program. And so, this was a big step in the right direction for that is beating a team that our program has never beaten before.
How do you turn around after a win like this against Chattanooga? How do you immediately turn around in preparation for a big team name like Ole Miss?
Yeah, it's easy. You hit the reset button. I mean, we have a 24-hour rule here, and once that game whatever happened, it doesn't matter if we'd have lost to Chat or beat Chat. That doesn't matter. We're going to hit that reset button, and we're going to go back to work. And we know we're playing a quality opponent, Ole Miss, but our preparation level is not going to change. I mean, we're going to go in expecting to win and put a game plan out there for our guys to give them a chance to go win. And what a great opportunity for our guys to get to go and run an SEC environment and get to play in that type of atmosphere. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope we have Gov Nation travel on the road to Oxford, Mississippi, because it's going to be a fun day.
Coach, thank you so much for joining me once
Always.
again, and also thank you guys for tuning in to Inside the Film Room. Once again, I'm Jeff Matthews here with Coach Scotty Walden. We'll see you guys next week.
This has been Inside the Film Room, powered by Echo Power Engineering.